Hey yo, how's it going today, guys? Welcome back to the Pokemon Sword Booster Lock. And from the last episode, I did what I said I was going to do. We imported our starter over from the other file. And something that I didn't think about that's going to be a factor up until we can get to the wild area is this Pokemon, I had to make an egg and hatch it on the other file. And the problem with that is this is now a traded mon owned by the other file. So my original trainer is my other character. And the problem that's going to cause for us is we're going to get boosted XP. I didn't want to do that, but you can't transfer Pokemon eggs through Pokemon Home, and I didn't know that. And so until we get to the wild area, that's going to be an issue, which we have one more encounter before the wild area, I believe, that we're going to get in today's episode. Once we get to the wild area, I can move another Pokemon over from that file to this file. I guess I need to trade over a Ditto as well. And then I can hatch the eggs with this file, and then that won't be an issue anymore. But anyways, we're going to jump right back into it. I hope that y'all have been having a wonderful day. Hope that you continue to have a wonderful day. And yeah, let's follow Hop over to the Pokemon lab. Or I guess we've been to the Pokemon lab, to the professor's house. And I do need to train a little bit because I'm gonna say, even though we don't have Pokeballs, I don't think, because that's normally the start condition for a... Oh, we do have Pokeballs. Okay, so our Nuzlocke has officially started. We're gonna have to battle Hop here in a second, and I was avoiding encounters until I got my official starter, and now we need to train a little bit. So with our Oranguru, it's a normal Psychic type. But right now the only move it has to attack is Confusion, so we'll have to watch out for Dark types. Which, actually, Nickit is in these grass patches, so we can't battle Nickits. Apparently we encountered a wild... Oh, this is the catching tutorial. I'm just kind of pushing through this. Alright. So I have a few ideas for improving this series as we go. As y'all have seen in the last layout, I have Pokemon cards for my team up here. I can't see them in this, but I put them in post. And I wanted to use the Pokemon card art of the Pokemon cards that I'm actually pulling, but they're kind of small. I don't want them to cover the whole layout, obviously, because I want y'all to be able to see the game. But also that Oranguru one that's up there right now, it's a little bit small and fuzzy and hard to tell, so I might make some adjustments there. I haven't decided yet. If you have feedback for me on what you think I should do for those, if I should just use regular sprite art instead of the cards, I might switch to that. I do like having the card backs in the empty slots. I think that looks good, especially since I put a transparency on them. And then, what else was I thinking about? Don't remember. There's a couple ideas I have for the series because I want to improve it a little bit. Obviously my layout with the camera right here is still a little bit janky. It's not terrible, but it's not exactly what I want either. I don't think I missed any information in the first episode. I will say it was kind of a pain in the butt to get this Pokemon over here, but I'm going to keep doing it because it's important for the series. Obviously, it's the whole premise. Oh, my Oranguru's nickname, obviously with Nuzlocke rules, you're supposed to give them all nicknames so that you build a stronger bond with them, and it affects you more to keep them alive. This is Starla. Ask me why I named an Oranguru Starla, because it's our starter, for one, so star. And then also Oranguru has a little star pattern on its forehead, as you can see. And, I don't know, it seemed fitting in my mind, so I liked it. You don't have to like it, but that's what we got. Especially since it's a traded mon, because you can only re-nickname traded mons one time. This thing looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt to level up, because that Skwovet actually did some serious damage to me, it looked like. Almost half, so I'm going to have to be careful. Is Rickety part dark from the beginning? I can't remember. Or is it pure flying? There isn't many pure flying, so probably not. I'm going to try this just to know, because if it is, that might be a problem. I think that, Okay, it says effective. That's good. So I was about to say, I think Hop has Rookidee. We might have some trouble. Does Rookidee ever have dark typing? I know that Corvisquire is part steel and flying, but for some reason, I think it learns a dark move. Maybe that's why I thought it had dark typing. In which case, I'll still have to be careful. Got the confusion. Here comes the peck. Oh, we're fine. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of grinding up. Probably get level 10. Because I believe that level 9 or level 10. I believe that Hop already, he'll have 3 Pokemon at this first encounter. And since we can only have the 1, I should make sure that I'm prepared. I don't have a bike yet, so I'm just going to have to hoof it. Free item. Revive. That's not useful in a Nuzlocke at all. I did mention in the last episode, in my Nuzlockes, there is an exception to the your Pokemon is dead rule that I usually run. It doesn't matter in this at all because that item I don't even think exists in this game. Usually I do randomized Nuzlockes. Those are my preferred format. And with that you can randomize the overworld items. And if I ever pick up a Sacred Ash, which is the item that's held by Ho-Oh, I believe, that's basically a superior Phoenix Down item. It revives, you don't use it in battle, you use it out of battle, but it revives and fully heals all of your Pokemon when you actually use it. The rule that I employ in my Nuzlocke is if I find one of those, I can use it to basically resurrect one Pokemon, and I just regularly heal them or use a regular revive or whatever to give them back health, and then I throw the item away, the Sacred Ash. That's just kind of a personal rule that I use that I think is interesting, because otherwise that really unique and interesting item is just trash in a randomized playthrough or in a Nuzlocke playthrough, and I wanted to give it a cooler purpose. So feel free to steal that for any future Nuzlockes you do. I think it makes it a really fun item to find versus, oh yay, it's trash. It's funny playing a game that's not like an RPG game again versus a real-time bullet hell roguelike, whatever you want to call Cuphead, because I can look at this camera because the little bit of lag has no effect on my play, versus I have to see every single pixel all the time. I do like looking this way though, because the way that I set up my camera, it looks like I'm looking at the same screen that y'all are. And I like having that camaraderie with y'all. I was also thinking of, that was the other thing that I was going to bring up. So we're probably going to get another encounter this episode, and the way that I want to handle it, I think, is I'm going to pull up my phone camera and video the Pokemon reveal. I'm going to put it up to that camera first, because I'm not sure if this is the way that the direction that I want to take it, because I haven't tried it yet, because it'll be in post that I've seen the videos together, and I have a free editing software, so there's some things that I can do well and some things that I can't do at all. But the plan is if I'll reveal the card on camera so that y'all know that I'm playing fair, but I'm also going to record it on my phone camera, and then I'll probably stitch the video on top of this video in post, so y'all see when we get there. And if it looks good on my phone camera and I can easily put it on the main screen over the gameplay, then going forward I'll probably just do the reveals that way, and hopefully it works out, because obviously, as y'all saw in the last episode if you watched it, the card reveal was a little wonky because of, one, the chroma key with the green screen made the cards look poor, and then my camera doesn't have an autofocus, so even though I held the card up super close, it still looked really fuzzy and bad, and you could barely tell that it was an Oranguru. Like, if you didn't know the cards and you didn't know the Pokemon, you couldn't read it or anything. I watched the video back and it was rough. I probably should have tested that prior to deciding this was the format I was going to do, but we're going to push forward. I like the ideas that I'm having as a content creator, but some of the execution is rough because I don't have the hardware. I'm limited by physical tech more than ideas, which will eventually wind down because I invest money into this hobby as I do it. And so like I said, I got the green screen back here. I have a webcam and a capture card and all this, so I've slowly been trickling money into this hobby, and I'll upgrade my stuff as I go along. Man, I missed Pokemon content. This is really relaxing. I can just chat with y'all while I'm grinding, and it doesn't like I don't have to worry about dying constantly. It is a Nuzlocke, so I could die, but the level of effort to not die is a lot less strenuous than Cuphead, where I'm constantly talking to you about one idea and then I have to switch back to game commentary because I've died 50 times. But yeah, we're probably going to get to level 10 just because this is easy and relaxing. It's probably not riveting content for y'all. It's been about 11 minutes since I started. But I will play until we get that second encounter today. Like, at least. We'll do 30 minutes at minimum, or until we get that second encounter, which we should get here pretty quick because I'm about to be level 10, and then we'll head on. Maybe one more fight. How much XP did that do? Ooh, Blipbug was not worth a lot. This level 9 to 10 is it's taking me a minute. Are Choodles worth much experience? You know what? Choodle probably knows Bite. I need to be careful around these. Should be fine. I have no idea what Orangoru's stats are either. I would imagine, since it's a big, like most bulky looking Pokemon are also bulky defensively, but I could be wrong. Since Bite is physical, I should probably pay attention to that. We kind of ate up that water gun though, and it was Stab. What's my health at? Because I need to be careful if I'm just gonna keep battling these guys. I don't know if they have Bite, but I think they might. Didn't mean to rhyme either. Tackle. Okay, we ate that up. This should kill. I just want to get to level 10, and then we'll go take on the next part of the story, which will be a hop encounter. I do remember that much. We get our Dynamax bands or bracelets or whatever. Spoilers. I'm just spoiling the whole story for y'all. Okay, one more Choodle, I think. Getting that slow XP. I guess they don't have Bite yet. Maybe they get it around level 10-ish, level 9-ish, level 8. I don't know. I think the highest level one I've fought has been 7. One more fight, and then we will move on. Not a Nickit, because that is a Dark type. If this thing pulls a Bite, just randomly kills us because I'm not healing. It's level 6. I think we're fine. I'm pretty sure that if any of these had Bite, they would have used it by now, unless I was getting really lucky. Alright, that should be the level, even though it was only level 6. That should be enough XP. Also, this doesn't feel like boosted XP. And I don't think it's saying boosted XP, so maybe it's not. I'm not sure how Pokemon Home works for trading, because technically both of these accounts are me. They're both on this Switch, and they're both named Goob. So maybe it'll be fine that way, which would be easier for me because I'd rather not trade over a high level Pokemon to this and then breed it on here, especially since on the other file I already have XP candies and stuff. That's how I got this to level 7 immediately. I didn't have to grind for it. Okay. Let us head on now. I'm excited. I need to double check when the second DLC for this drops, because I'm pretty excited about it and all the new Galarian legendaries. All the legendary birds look amazing. Hey, a trainer battle. If I do they have a Nickit? Tell me now, do they have a Nickit? No, they don't. Are you lying to me? We're about to find out. Maybe I should have sold that revive and bought a bunch of potions just in case, so I could stall them out. Skwovet. Just be the one. Just be the one. We need our second encounter so that we can battle dark types. Okay. This is the only thing they have. I didn't even realize I got Calm Mind. That's actually amazing. That would definitely help for stalling out dark types, except for it raises specials, right? Special attack and special defense, so if they were like a biter, like a Choodle, then we would still have problems. Okay, what is this? 2 potions, I'll take it. Just gonna sneak around you. Let me just squeak by you real quick. Another trainer. Do we risk it? Do they have a... Oh, that was something that I wanted to check. Okay, I don't have the ability to go to my Pokemon boxes from here yet. Or maybe you can only do that in the wild region. I forgot that that was a thing, and then I went to this. So I'm banking on the fact that I don't think she has a Nickit either. This one I didn't ask you, so I couldn't blame you if she does. Alright, Choodle. Does it have Bite? That makes a difference as well. I think we'll still be fine. Crit Bite would probably kill us. Alright, we go first. It's only level 6. I think we're fine. Oh, we one-shot it. We eat Choodles. We chew on them. Okay. Once we get our second encounter... Oh, there's another trainer. Man, I did not remember there being this many trainers here. Okay. Does he have it? Does he have it? I'm betting it all still. None of these characters look like they would have a Nickit. With his Skwovet. He's a Blipbug with his Skwovet sweater. It's a cute sweater. I only own one sweater. It's an ugly Christmas sweater that I won at an ugly Christmas sweater contest. I guess I own 2, but one of them is polyester. I own one knit sweater, and it is super comfy. I can't wait till it gets cold so I can wear it. They do have a Nickit. Okay, quick attack. Okay, it only does 1 damage. Do they have Bite? Do they have Thief? What do they have? Because here's the problem here. And I told y'all we were going to play until... I'm double checking. They are for sure Dark type. We're going to use Confusion to try it. I'm 99% sure. Yes, they are Dark type. We cannot hit them. And we've already officially started our Nuzlocke. So here's what happens now. We sit through this battle. So I'm probably going to speed this up for y'all. I don't know. Every time I've tried to speed up the gameplay, like just snippets of it, it looks like it's going to cause issues for me. Like I've had audio desyncs trying to do that. So I might try it and see if it works. Otherwise, you're just going to have to sit through this with me. And what's going to happen is we're going to have to stall them out until one of us starts struggling. Hopefully them. I've got a bunch of potions. It sucks that I'm going to have to use them here. But as it stands, it looks like they might not have anything but quick attack. And that's really good for us if the case, because it's only doing 1 damage each time. In any case, the first thing that I'm going to use is my Calm Minds to max out my special attack and special defense. The special attack means nothing because I'm pretty sure struggle is physical, and okay, they have tail whip, so now they're going to lower our defense. That's less good. I should use taunt. Gotta use big brain plays. That'll force them to use their quick attacks first. And that taunt lasts for 5 turns? 3 turns, okay. I'm guessing the last turn counted. Well, since they go second, they'll have to do it for 3 extra turns anyway, so that's 1. Two. And they're also doing 2 damage now, so I need to make sure, like, I think we're still fine. Here, this will be the 3rd one. They didn't go for it. They went for tail whip. Alright, so I need to taunt again. I need to make sure that they run out of quick attacks before they can get my defense all the way down. Otherwise, this will actually be a problem. Still those 2. Okay. I'm pretty sure that I've used 8 of them. I'm topped out. There's 2. 3. Alright, they don't have, that has to be the only 2 moves they have, because they haven't used a dark type attack, and if the AI hadn't after this long, that'd be crazy. Shook off the taunt. It's okay, because if they go for anything but quick attack, I'll outspeed. I wonder how much PP quick attack has in this gen. I don't remember things like that. I rarely have to stall things out. This is really just like a very beginning of the game situation. Yeah, because we're at 39, so it'll heal 19. Only wasting 1, which isn't bad. I could have waited 1 more turn just for the heck of it, but fight, use after you just because. Is that 3 turns? I believe so. I think I might have needed to wait 1 more. We'll see. Yep. That's fine. Either way, I have to use up all of my resources, and they have to use up all of theirs. This is just to make sure that their quick attacks go away before their tail whips. The problem is getting me down to -6 defense. I guess, you know what, if I have taunts and all they have left is tail whip, then they will have to struggle. I'll force it early, and my defense will still be, I think it's at -3 now. This is 2, I think. Oh no, it shook off the taunt. It tells me. Maybe I should just be reading instead of mashing through this while chatting with y'all. So this episode is going to be more than 30 minutes so that I can get my second encounter. I did not predict the Nickit, but we were going to have to get through this. In either case, our options were, I guess we could have came into this battle with less PP, but that's a pain either way. And I don't know Orangoru's learn set, so there is the option of maybe I learn a non-psychic attacking move. Alright, he goes for quick attack again, that's fine. It's got to be running low on him now. Go into our bag, heal up. Luckily we have a bunch of potions. It is a shame we have to use them all here, but we got to do what we got to do to not lose in episode 2. Alright. Stalling is pretty boring. We'll see if y'all have to watch this with me. The issue is, I guess the only reason I would speed this up, I guess, I mean, I have to think about it, because if I speed it up, then I need to record more to compensate for that speed up. But if I don't speed up, the content y'all are getting is this battle for the whole episode. I wasn't even paying attention. I don't even know if I need to taunt now. Okay, cool, perfect. I'm going to sleep doing this battle. How many quick attacks do they have? I put my phone over there. I'd look it up, but I'd have to switch software. Get on the browser, and I'd rather just... That's going to waste more time. No matter how many they have, that's all we're doing is playing it out, so... Knowing how many they have makes no difference. Okay. No. It just says they can't use Tail Whip. We'll just wait till they're after you. Oh, well they're going for Tail Whip. Struggle. It does nothing. It'll do a quarter of their health. Struggle does a quarter of your health every time. Alright, so now I just spam taunts and I should be fine. If they get a crit, I'll have to heal. That looked like it did more than a quarter. Can you high roll a struggle recoil? Because it looks like they're at less than half. I am going to heal. Taunt is up. I just wanted to make sure that they didn't get a tail whip in there. But now they'll struggle to death. What a glorious battle we've had here. Oh, I don't want to use another potion. I'm going to kill you with confusion. That was my plan all along. Oof. So both the first and second episode are going to be long, and yet somehow we're going to have made almost no progress in 2 episodes. The first one we made decent progress. I just forgot how long the beginning of the game was. So now we're going to run back and heal. Well, I guess I'll just use a potion. No, I still have plenty of moves, right? I ran out of after use, and that's it. Yeah, I'm like kinda low on taunts, but we're just gonna use a potion. Oh, we're gonna save. Maybe I do need to look at the screen. We'll look over here with y'all. You know, we'll enjoy the same content you are. It's only 9 health, but because it's a 1v3 Pokemon battle. And I am 95% sure that Hop doesn't have a Nickit. But man, if he does, we get to do that again, and I will speed it up. I'll have sped up the last one. I might make y'all sit through the actual one with me. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a dark type. Okay, let's head indoors. Alright, so we're talking to the professor. We need her to endorse us for the league challenge, gym challenge. Talking about Dynamaxing. It's when you make your Pokemon all big. They get increased health, and I don't remember if they get increased stats too. I think they do. They get the max moves, or if they're Gigantamax, they get Gigantamax moves. It's unique to the Galar region. She has a really cool stick. She's just holding a bird. Oh, I did not know he was going to heal us. Well, potion wasted. Also, you know what? I vaguely remember that there is a TM back here, and if it's something that I can use, it's a dark move. Can Oranguru learn it? Because if so, I will teach it immediately to cover that weakness of ours so that we don't have to go through that again. We can learn it. We will learn it. After you is not useful. It was useful for wasting turns. Alright. I forgot TMs are also permanent in this game. Because in the older generations, they were one-time uses like TRs in this game. There's also something over here. 2 things. There's like a secret item here. Fresh water, cool. We got over here. Great ball, not useful to us in this run. And now we will go battle Hop. Hurried up, Goob. I'm hurrying. I had to make sure that if you have a dark type, I can't affect it because I don't want to sit through another 30 minutes of me battling one Nickit. It's interesting to watch young people fight. Show me a good battle. Didn't you just watch us battle? Like, earlier today? My hair's looking so ragged. I've been growing my hair out, but like I need to trim it at least because the ends are really uneven and getting a little hectic. Okay, the Wooloo. Now we're not even going to do Calm Mind setups. We're just going to Confusion through this whole team. Apparently not with one Confusion. You know what? We're going to do one Calm Mind. Why not? You know what? We're going to do 2 Calm Mind. We're going to do 3 Calm Mind. No, we'll just do the 1. Just because if we can't one-shot a level 6 Wooloo. I think Wooloo has good defensive stats too. I'm pretty sure like it's just what it's good for. So fluffy. It's like a guard point chopper from One Piece. Just a giant floof ball that absorbs hits. Grookey is so cute. And he's dead. You're dead. I'm gonna slap you with a leaf. He's not dead. Who would give us more trouble, our rival or a single Nickit? You landed a crit? You've got plenty of spirit. I don't think that's how crits work. I'm pretty sure it's just chance. Because if it was high spirits, I'd always land crits. If it was high speed, like in Gen 1, I'd never land crits. I'm not very fast. Alright, who knew our arch enemy this episode was going to be a single Nickit and not our rival? But with that, we have beat our rival for the 2nd time, which means we will get to pull a 2nd card and have a 2nd encounter for the next episode, because, as you know, we're over 30 minutes. It is the end of the episode. So, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. You know, leave me a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out, helps you out, because you get to see my content every day in your feed. And, that'll be good for both of us. Now, before we leave, we gotta talk to Leon. Here's the thing. I just remembered I threw my phone behind the green screen, so I'm gonna have to get up and fiddle behind that real quick to get it, because I told you I was gonna try to record on that. I'm very professional. I am a professional YouTuber. This is not a hobby. Don't let me lie to you. Alright, there's our endorsement. Oh, you know what? I forgot there's a lot of... Alright, so we got our endorsement. And now we're going to talk about our dreams and see some shooting stars. There's a lot that goes on here. Maybe I should be skipping through the dialogue a little bit less. That's part of the game. Alright, Hop, you and me are going to train up against one another and aim for that champion's title. Against one another? You and me? That's the way of it when you've got a great rival. Just like you've got me and I've got you. Good guy, Hop. What's that? A Ho-Oh. Shoutouts to episode 1 of the Pokemon anime, where Ash sees a Ho-Oh and everybody's like, nah, he's just a bird. You probably just saw a Pidgey. Good, would you look at that? They're wishing stars. Since there are 2 of them, you should take one yourself. You obtained a wishing star. Put the wishing star in your bag's key items pocket. Stone found in the Galar region with mysterious power. It said that your dreams come true if you find one. Wow, and Hop found 2? He gets 2 dreams. So one of these, my Pokemon can Dynamax. They're going to be massive. Yes! Trust you to pull something like this. They say wishing stars fall down for those who have a true wish in their heart, you know? And again, Hop got 2. I didn't pick him up, he did. And he used both of his wishes on being the greatest trainer ever. You can't say it 3 times, you only got 2 wishes. Don't be silly, Hop, you only got 2 wishes. Those wishing stars are composed of curious sort of rock containing unknown power. They're one of the most precious resources we have in the Galar region. Let me ask y'all something. If these fell from the sky, wouldn't they be like meteorites from space? But apparently they're only in the Galar region, so something in the Galar region is like tossing them up into the sky, and then they're coming back down in random places. I mean, it's pretty dangerous if they're meteorites too, but it makes little sense to me. Story, excitement. Have some dinner. Ah, yes, the sounds of dinner, and also Pokemon healing. It's morning at last, and time for our adventure to truly start. Good morning to you, young challengers. Hop, is it true you met some Pokemon you didn't recognize? Is there anything more you can tell me about it? It was a Ho-Oh. Or, well, there was a weird heavy fog, and then this even weirder Pokemon appeared. Goob tried to fight it off, but then I think we both passed out or something. It's all pretty hazy. A right font of information you are. Goob, Hop, these are for you. So much plot. If only the Nickit didn't take 20 minutes of our time. You got a Dynamax band from Professor Magnolia and slipped it on your wrist. Dynamax band. A wishing star has been affixed to it. It lets out a light that allows Pokemon to Dynamax when at a power spot. Yep, they're Dynamax bands. I got it. Skip the tutorial. I heard you. Come on, Goob, I'll beat you to the station. Alright, you can beat me there. Alright. Now it's time for me to grab my phone so we can grab a card, and we will figure out what this is. Hopefully y'all can still hear me mumbling back here. I tossed my phone somewhere. It disappeared behind the invisible screen. I'm back. Alright, we're going to open up our camera. We're going to grab our pack of Pokemon cards. I slid them all back in here for safekeeping. And I'm going to try to just pull out the front one. I'm going to pull it out face down so I can't see it. Hopefully it's face down. Yeah, that's the back. Alright. So, here's the plan. I am going to flip this camera around because it's front facing. I'm telling y'all, I'm a real professional here. We're learning as we go. Alright, so y'all are going to see it up here. That looks like a Gossifleur to me that's see-through because it's green. And then I'm going to record it on my camera down here. We got a Gossifleur. And oh my gosh, that looks so much better on this camera than mine. Alright. So, hopefully, if that worked out well, y'all are going to see that video footage on the screen right now. And our new encounter will be on the layout up here. And I think if that works out well, that will be the way we do the future episodes. I will just record them on my phone because that was a lot cleaner video. It focused easily. I didn't have to worry about the chroma key behind me. And with that, we're way over time. So I'm going to call it an episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.